Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So I actually have a weekend home, which is actually becoming quite rare recently. So I actually get an opportunity to actually catch up with Eurovision and moreover engage with it live time, I guess. So last couple of nights we've had Dora semi-finals, so the national final whereby the winner will represent Croatia at Eurovision. I have seen the snippets, the recaps that Mizia Eurovision has done, but I thought, do you know what? I have the time. Let's go back to both semi-finals and let's watch the songs that have qualified for the final, which is taking place on Sunday. I kind of wish it was tonight. However, it's fine. I can deal with Sunday. And from that, see if I can, now I will see the live performances, which ones am I going to be rooting for on Sunday. So I'm also fully prepared for what I'm about to experience because, yeah, apparently it's an interesting ride, these semi-finals. So let's, buckle in, strap up, and let's dive in. Oh yeah, I remember this one. It's the two older guys, right? Biti. It is a catchy melody on this chorus, but obviously for someone who obviously does not speak Croatian, this is lost on me, and there's no translation. It's actually alright. I thought exactly the same when I listened to the studio version. By the time you get to the end of it, you're like, actually, this is alright. Definitely some interesting concepts going on in this 3-minute performance, which I think maybe if you understood the lyrics, it would make a little bit more sense. Okay, no idea what's going on there, but I appreciate the effort. I appreciate trying to bring a song alive on stage through concepts, but I had no idea what was going on. Okay, first night, song on the night, let's go. It's a good melody on that hook. It stays in your brain. Let's go 7. I remember quite liking this one. Yeah, I thought this one was quite catchy. Actually, after I reacted to the studio versions, there was a few I downloaded, and this was one of them. I added to a playlist. I think this is a nice little pop song. And like I said, she is singing this very well in a semi-final where apparently the vocals collectively weren't the best. Okay, so I'm for the chorus on this song. Also, she looks stunning. Look, the performance is polished. She really doesn't want to give any choreography though. That's probably why. Trying to make sure she hits that note. Did she hit that note? I think so. I'm somewhat biased with that song because, like I said, after listening to the studio versions, there were a couple that kind of stayed. I don't think I ranked this even that highly, actually, on first initial listen. But I think I listened to a recap afterwards just to kind of remind myself of the songs to work out which ones I wanted to download. And I heard this in the recap. I was like, yeah, that one is actually quite a decent pop track. I say a decent pop track as in it's nice. And when that chorus kicks in, it is uplifting. So I am somewhat biased with this one because I did and have listened to it quite frequently. I say frequently, a bit since I've listened to the studio versions. But the performance could have been a disappointment, which it was not. I'm going to give that an optimistic 7.8. Okay, Eugen. So this is one of my favourites in Dora. Was it my favourite? No. Yes? No, Vinko was my favourite. I had this high in my top 5. It's very handsome. don't think I was aware what he looked like because the music video was pretty much what was behind him, right? I am appreciating so far with each song, they've tried to kind of deliver something on stage to complement the song. So now we have People. Okay. Okay, well the people aren't really adding anything at the moment, but doesn't stop me enjoying this performance. And he's very handsome. Whoever is his stylist, his beard and eyebrows are on point. He's sculpted. Sculpted for the gods. Yeah, I don't really know what the people added, but there's something else to look at. But I would happily look at him for the 3 minutes. At the end of the day, this was my Balkan ballad of Dora 2024, and as a result, it massively got elevated. And this was definitely in my top 4, 110%. I liked that more staged, but I don't know whether that's just because of the beard and the eyebrows, but I really enjoyed that. I'm going to give that an 8.4. But I liked the song. I love the song. And vocally, I think there's room for improvement vocally for Sunday. But for my personal tastes, I'm still a big fan of that one. Okay, so this is and was my favourite from the studio versions. I thought this song was quite beautiful. I think this song's beautiful. Coldplay's Fix You was introduced to me through the OC, and I've been watching it recently, and I remember when I listened to this, I was thinking to myself, it sounds like Coldplay's Fix You. It sounds like this could be within a scene of someone dying and then me just bawling and crying my eyes out. I think this song's beautiful. So he won The Voice, right? So it goes without saying we were expecting an amazing vocal. I love this song, I really do. But like I said, I'm tapping back into the OC. I was pointing at my TV screen. I am watching on that TV, the OC. Stay down with me. No. I think this song's beautiful. I'm also riding a wave of emotion. I watched Love, Simon again last night and the last scene with the mum. I hadn't cried for quite a long time actually, and I was just crying. And I think I'm carrying that on into today because, yeah, that did make me, I wouldn't say tearful, but I could feel something happening. You know, I have yet to watch the Baby Lasagna performance yet, and I think as a Eurovision fan, it is sometimes quite difficult getting excited about these national finals when there's just an evident favourite and a song that everyone's talking about, and as a result, no other song is really hyped, no other song is discussed in regards to potential winner. It's almost like the crown has been given to Baby Lasagna. But like, I know my channel isn't massive, whatever, but like, I know I'm only on song 4, but like, I really hope this song has a chance of being competitive on Sunday, because I would love to see this song. Like, I've heard the studio version of Baby Lasagna countless times, and I've really tried to get on board with it, because I do worry sometimes that I'm a freak because I'm not liking the songs that everyone else likes. But I already know I don't need to watch the Baby Lasagna performance yet to know that this will probably most likely still be my favourite of Dora 2024. So, yeah, I'm going to give that, for being able to get an emotive response from me, a 9.1. Okay, so go from one extreme to another to ridiculous. So I'm going to steal a phrase that my little sister, who's 19, says, and the younger generation says, and that is, this is like a fever dream. It is like a fever dream. I thought that when I first watched one of the snippets on Twitter. I also do know that not all the members are here, and I don't know why. I did see that comment on Twitter. Sure. So has it been confirmed that this song is AI written? Just so we know. I was kind of skeptical how this would come across on stage because the vocals on the audio were computerized somewhat, or had a computerized effect. But the way that he's singing it, actually, it's coming across fine. It's this bit that's computerized, isn't it? But he's actually singing that fine. It's actually coming across fine. I actually genuinely, on personal tastes, controversial and don't cancel me, I do actually prefer this song to last year's song. I do. I don't prefer the staging. And I also think in like Eurovision history that actually if this goes, and that's a big if, it will slightly undo some of the uniqueness and magic that Let 3 gave us last year. So I think Let 3's legacy at Eurovision at this moment in time is historic. But if this goes, I think it could taint it somewhat. That's my personal opinion. Oh, that's Severina. I did see on Instagram, Twitter, people were saying that Severina has come back. Well, as in she has a guest feature. So that's her. It is catchy. It is catchy. And I think if this wasn't Let 3, I probably would be a bit more on board with it. But I'm going to stand by the fact that I personally don't think they should come back to Eurovision, A, so quickly, and B, I mean, with this song potentially, but with this concept and staging, which maybe if I understood the lyrics would make sense, but I'm not necessarily a big fan of this going to Malmo, particularly after obviously listening to Vinko. So that happened. There she is. Okay, I can't deny the fact that it is hella catchy, but I am going to cap it 7.7. Now, I know with this song, because I had to go back to listen to it a few times, because I got the vibe that there is a significant group of people that really like this song. It's just not my thing. This is the no. Obviously, I'm not in the right key. Yeah, I get why people like this song. It's just not a sound that I kind of gel with. She's giving it her all. No, I respect the energy she's delivering, but yeah, it's not my song. Okay, Lana, thank you very much. I'm going to give that a 6.8. Oops. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. So this is Croatian ABBA, right? This is cute. It's just that chorus is unbelievably infectious. And then when it goes into the verses, I'm like, I'll bring the chorus back. But no, 90% of this song I'm totally down for. They're not even hiding the fact that it's ABBA. It's like, I'm going to take the Swedish flag colours and put that on stage. This is cute. I mean, should it go to Eurovision? No. But should I listen to it on somewhat of a sunny Saturday morning on a weekend where I've got nothing planned? Yes. Ah, and some synchronized choreography. Look, it's uplifting. It's uplifting. It's uplifting. There's repeating. It's uplifting. What did I give Eugen? 8.4. Shane, you can't give that more than 8.4. Right, 8.2. Oh, this is the song that takes a really long time to get going. It's a while until that chorus kicks in. 'Cause the chorus is pretty good. Yeah, the chorus is good. Oh, hand choreography, some hand drama. I do remember listening to this and thinking I really do like the chorus. I just remember it took a really long time to get going. Okay. Minus the last 10 seconds. Yeah, I see why that deserves its place in the final. It's just obviously not even coming close to Eugen and Vinko for me. Okay. I think I still prefer Let 3 over that one. So, right, 7.5 for that one. Right, we need to check out the semi-final 2 qualifiers. Again, a bit like the song that I talked about in semi-final 1, the song that I listened to second, I went away and listened to this one a few more times. I still stand by the fact that this song needs to go to a good producer because I think the elements of this song are actually pretty decent. I just couldn't quite get my head around the fact that it felt like a demo version. But I actually think that this is actually quite a decent track, so I'm actually quite happy this is qualified. It sounds much better than the studio version. Vocally, she's on point. So the rapping part is pre-recorded then. It's a shame. I think this is popping. I think this is good. This is my biggest surprise so far. A song that's massively elevated live. I think this is quite good. The production is very confusing. The production is very confusing. Hence what I was saying earlier about this song, if it's given to a producer, obviously it has been, but I think with a shake-up in the production, I think the song could be even better. But I'm going to give her credit. Lara is actually selling the song very well. This is actually so much better than the studio version. I am very, very pleasantly surprised with that one. Right, I'm going to give that one an 8.4. I'm going to give that one an 8.4. That's so much better live. And she did an amazing job selling that song. That's the number one so far in regards to the biggest jump from listening to the studio version to watching that live. That was very good. That was a professional, competent performance. Well, obviously, I mean, I don't know this person, but that just screamed professional. Okay, Alen. I really don't remember. So this is the Spanish-inspired production song. I do remember that. I don't remember it being about cats. I don't know where the cat's idea has come from. I remember this being a catchy number. I just don't remember thinking, can't wait to see cats on the stage. And also because it's got that kind of Spanish feel to it, or Mediterranean feel, or Latino feel, I wouldn't expect black or white staging either. I would expect yellows, oranges, pinks. This is harmless. Little catchy musical interlude. I mean, it does give you that kind of Melody Festivalen feel, and as a result, you would think to yourself, if this was in a semi-final Melody Festivalen, it would not be getting out. But it's pleasant. Actually, I'm enjoying this much more now. I think I've been overcritical. Just I don't get the cats. It's a little bit distracting. Oh, but he's loving it. Okay, I'm not sure whether the that looks great from the cats. Okay. I gave Pavel 8.2. I'm going to give that one an 8. Yeah, I'm going to give that one an 8. It was catchy. I'd listen to that one again now. Okay, Boris. Oh, yeah. I got so much left to say. Can we talk it over? Talk. Yeah, this one's very anthemic, isn't it? So much left to say. I've talked earlier about obviously sitting around a table and talking about how obviously the 3 minutes are going to be staged, and I'm assuming when he was talking about his stage, he was like, just roll the camera, I've got this. I don't think he's just like, nah, it's all right, I've got this. I think he's vamping. I quite like it though. He's like, just roll the camera, I'll deliver the song. Because yeah, some of this movement does seem somewhat aimless a little bit, but this song is very anthemic. Talk it over. So much left to say. Talk it over. This way. Oh man, that is catchy. I'm gonna give that the same that I gave Pavel, which was 8.2, just for the anthemic chorus and the captivating, aimless movement that just made my eyes travel for the whole 3 minutes. Right, okay. Here we go. So I'm fully aware that a music video has now been released because I've seen quite a few reactors on YouTube reacting to the music video. I think the music video taps into the message of the song, which is brain drain, right? As in people leaving, or young people leaving Croatia for opportunities elsewhere. I'm not going to say I'm not going to say anything groundbreaking here because I've got this from Twitter. Before I even started watching this, I was aware that there was some hysteria on Twitter regarding the quality of the sound. So, I mean, I'm going to say to you, for a song that I did try and listen to quite a bit, I haven't listened to this for a while, so as a result, I don't remember the lyrics. And as an English native speaker, I'm trying to pick up on the words, and it's not easy. So I know that there's been a lot of people that have gone to defend Baby Lasagna to say that the sound quality inhibited this performance or hindered this performance. So I'm going to take that with a pinch of salt. I don't know whether it's people going out of their way to try and defend this song as much as possible or whether that is genuine, because so far with the other songs I didn't hear any sounding or mixing issues. So I don't know whether the sounding mixing issue is genuine and true, or whether it's something that people clatched onto to try and kind of push this song across the line, because if you push it across the line, you've got a while to sort it out for Malmo. But I think it is fair to say that vocally, regards to what I'm hearing, there has been better vocals. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say potentially the mixing is off because, like I said, as a native English speaker, I'm really struggling to pick up the words to actually understand what he's singing about. But like I said, I have foresight in the sense that I do know what this song's about. I am loving the ding, 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 ding. I've always loved that part of the song, and actually I'm quite liking how that part is staged. I think there has been some confusion with some Eurovision fans in regards to watching this last night and actually kind of thinking, oh, you know, I know the song, I've now seen the music video, and now you've given us this staging. Whether people were expecting this staging and whether this concept will then go to Malmo. I think the general consensus is no. I think a lot of people are saying that this just needs to win and then maybe go back to the drawing board in regards to the idea that needs to come through on the staging on this one. It is catchy. It is really catchy. Like, I'm not deaf. And also, I'm not deaf to the multitude of people that are praying that this wins on Sunday, and actually, moreover, are certain it will. I'm going to say something that I didn't expect to say after the 1 minute. I actually really liked that. I think it's from this moment. So this chorus, it's just the verses, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say the verses, let's say it's a mixing issue, a sounding issue. But from this moment, yeah, so basically for me, the last third of this song, I am totally on board with, even the staging. It's massively catchy. The one thing I've not said up until this point is I have seen interviews with Baby Lasagna in English, and he does come across as a genuinely lovely person. So for that reason, I always was like, okay, so it's not my favourite song in Dora, but nonetheless, for him and wanting to support someone who seems genuinely lovely, support the idea of this going. But for the first time, like, when did all the songs come out in Dora? Ages ago. Watching this last third is the first time me, personally, would be happy for this song to go to Eurovision and kind of buy into the hype. They just need to sort out the first 2/3 of that song, because that last third, like even for me, who was honest and wasn't waxing lyricals about this song and the hype, the last third of that song is extremely strong. If they can sort that out, I mean, it's not going to be sorted out for Sunday in any way, shape or form, maybe the sounding, but I mean, the ideas and stuff, it wasn't coming together for me. But going to Malmo, I can't see how this is not going to Malmo, to be honest. I'm not going to go out of my way and say this is a Eurovision winner at this stage, but if you're going on hype and hype alone and the excitement in and around the song, and it's not necessarily just coming from Croatia, it's not at all, it's coming from outside as well. You would like to think this does have a shot of competing in Malmo. Right, okay, so I'm going to give that one an 8.7. I'm going to give that one an 8.7. That has massively elevated, and it was that last minute. I keep repeating that, but it bears repeating. Right, one of my favourites off the back of that one. I just love this song. It's just fun. It's just fun. Although this is odd. Don't remember this. What was the point of that? That added nothing. Massively enjoyed. Right. Okay. So I'm going to give that an 8.5. 8.5. Right, this is the band, isn't it? I remember enjoying this song. I remember this song. I like this one. I like this one. I've actually got quite a solid top 5 now. I'm going to have to do a top 10. I was only planning to do a top 5. I feel Dora has had a very, very rough ride because, like I said, there has been some negativity on social media around Dora, and then I did see William from Wee Wee Blogs in Croatian media questioning the song selections, obviously because Baby Lasagna wasn't selected. But like, I'm sitting here voluntarily on a Saturday morning catching up with Dora, and whilst I'm doing it, actually genuinely enjoying it. Like, I'm actually genuinely enjoying watching and catching up with Dora 2024. So for me personally, I'm fine with Dora. It's interesting because all of the songs that I think I had in my original top 10 from studio version, I think they're all still in my top 10. Oh man, like I really don't know what to do with that now. Look, I don't want to I don't want to be controversial. Like, it's just this sound. I love this sound. This sort of music. And I gave Baby Lasagna 8.7. I'm going to give that one an 8.8. I love that sound of music. And so, like, I'm already wanting... I think evidently something was a misstep from when I was listening to the studio versions, because I didn't go away and put this on the playlist, but now I'm kicking myself wondering why I didn't, because this is exactly the sort of music that I love. I'm going to give that one 8.8. I really, really like that song. Okay, Damir. Interestingly, I didn't mind this song. Actually, it was quite highly ranked in my first initial listens to all the songs in Dora, but I actually didn't go away and download this one either. Like I said, vocal in his sleep. This is better than I remember it being, actually. This is End. He could not have done anything more. That was an insanely amazing live performance of that song. Oh, that's better than I remember it being. And there was me saying it's not as good as Eugen's, when actually I'm then now thinking that performance compared to Eugen's. Right, the comparison is real. Let's put that at the same score then as Eugen at 8.4. Because that live performance elevated that song, I wouldn't say significantly, but somewhat compared to my impressions of the studio version. Right, 2 more songs. Okay, this was the song that quite a few people like that I apparently am sleeping on. Isn't this Amma, the Balkan guy's favourite song? I mean, she looks stunning. How elegant is that? And she's taking ideas from the music video, which I respect. Consistent concept. Because she had those diamondy, sparkly things in the music video, right? Okay, I'm enjoying this much more than I thought I was going to. This is much better than I remember it being. So she's on a record label, isn't she? Is my understanding. So as a result, like, this does look like Ideas and Money is behind this, which would make sense. This is much better than I remember the studio version being. Well, the music video, there was a proper music video with this one. I'm enjoying the concept of this song being brought on stage. I remember judging Amma, the Balkan guy, for putting this as his first. I was like, what are you talking about? But I might have to eat my words a little bit. I'm actually really enjoying this. Okay. Oh. Oh. What the hell happened there? Okay, I think also the one thing that I've really not been talking about in regards to these songs is which of these songs, A, should go to Eurovision, B, would do well in Eurovision. I don't know whether I'm just so easily swayed by visuals that I'm now sitting here being like, this would do well at Eurovision. But as I was watching it, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh, okay, so if this went, this would do good. When I say good, I'm not saying competing for the win. I can't imagine that. But in regards to, I think with a lot of hysteria around Dora and the song selected for Dora, I think we can all hopefully say that this deserves its place in a country's national final. And if it was selected and being sent to Eurovision, then we wouldn't feel that Croatia was taking a down step or a side step or any of that stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yes, was the vocals on point the whole time? No, but always room for improvement with vocals, right? You can clearly see that she's on a record label, and it is clear, and I have heard this in the past with Dora, that each act can be helped by their own funding, right? And that's one of them. That definitely has been. That was very good. That was very good. I gave Lara an 8.5. I've got loads of songs on 8.4 now, which isn't helping me. Eugen, Lara, and Damir. I'm going to give that an 8.5. And I'm surprised because I quite like having a different opinion than the Balkan guy. Even when we agree, I normally have to go away being like, why are we agreeing? Does that say something more about me? Okay, 8.5. Okay, Marcella. This is a fan favourite. Ever seen gasoline? Ever seen running like gasoline? Ran me through the night. I really think if this goes to Eurovision, this could do okay. There are backups if Baby Lasagna don't win, and this is definitely one of them. Let me through the night. This is a catchy number. This is a good reserve for Eurovision. I don't think Croatia only has one option. It's very, very good. But like I said, I was going into that with somewhat of a bias anyway, because I've listened to that song quite a bit the last couple of weeks. Marcella. Oh, it's difficult. I'm going to give that one an 8.7, which, if you remember, is the same score I gave Baby Lasagna. Right. I've listened to them all. Process this. Rank them. Okay, so I've got... First and foremostly, before I say this, I do want to repeat the fact that actually this morning have genuinely enjoyed touching base with Dora. There, said it. Okay, in joint 10th place, I have Let 3, which actually that song is catchy. And then Boris, that chorus is anthemic. It's infectious. I like it. 9th place, Lara, 8.4. That song was massively elevated compared to the studio version, and it was a very professional, polished performance. I enjoyed it. 8th place, Damir with 8.4. That vocal alone deserves to be in anyone's top 10, and particularly the build on that song is a good build leading to that kind of climatic ending. I enjoy a ballad. I enjoy a very good male vocal on a ballad. 8th place. 7th is Eugen with 8.4. I love a Balkan ballad. Really love a Balkan ballad. And that is more on brand with a Balkan ballad in comparison to other slow songs in Dora. So that would always be in my top 10. There is room for improvement vocally, obviously. And he's a handsome guy. In 6th place is E.T. Like, that song, that sound, totally my vibe. I enjoyed that performance. That one came after Baby Lasagna, didn't it? And as a result, I think it was somewhat impacted in regards to my impressions of that song, but I still, studio version, like the song, and I enjoyed the performance. It's a catchy number. 5th is a surprise for me, Natalie. I don't know where that came from. Like, I totally was like a magpie drawn in to sparkly, shiny things, and I just wasn't expecting that style of performance. I was just expecting her to stand there with a microphone. I thoroughly enjoyed the clear money, creativity and time that went into those 3 minutes, and it's paid off for me because that song was nowhere beforehand. So 5th place, Natalie. 4th place is Baby Lasagna with 8.7. I profess to openly stating that song massively elevated for me based on that performance, which is ironic because there was a lot of people out there that was disappointed by that performance. And obviously I will repeat it, you know, sounding, mixing, yep, that might be totally an issue and that will be resolved on Sunday. But for me, it was just that last third where I was starting to see what people were seeing. And moreover, I was coming on board with somewhat of the hype in and around this song. But 4th place, don't cancel me. I think it's going to win anyway, so this means nothing. It's just my personal taste and my personal first impressions from the live performances. Third, Marcella, massively elevated. I think it was always going to be anyway. Like I said, I was a late bloomer in regards to that song, even though that's ironic because that song is super infectious. And I really appreciated that live performance. So, I mean, 8.7, Marcella and Baby Lasagna are tied. But I just think on performance alone and the amount of times I've listened to that song and being true to myself, which one of those two songs, Baby Lasagna and Marcella, is closer to my sound that I enjoy, it's Marcella. So she's got the edge for me in third. A huge, is it a surprise? No, because I really enjoyed the studio version, but in all seriousness, my second place, 8.8, is Batra. Like, it's a personal taste for me. Like, I'm a massive fan of like Mumford and Sons, you know, Amy McDonald, that kind of folky bandy sound. So I think this is a really strong impression of that sound. So I was always going to love this, and I really enjoyed that live performance. So yeah, don't shoot me. And first, like, you know, I did profess to say that I watched Love, Simon last night and did cry, and as a result I've woken up feeling like I'd cried, and so as a result I probably am more emotional this morning than I would normally be, but I had a genuine emotional response when I watched Vinko. I don't know how it managed to elevate a song that I already really liked, but it did. You know, I'm not going to go out of my way and be controversial and say Vinko over Baby Lasagna, because I completely appreciate that Baby Lasagna has so much potential to have a real impact at Eurovision. I know Croatia are dying for a really good position at Eurovision. And yeah, are they more likely to get that with Baby Lasagna over Vinko? Probably, in all seriousness. But my personal taste, my personal preferences, my personal wants, Vinko, like, is there a world somewhere where he could potentially win? I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything that would suggest that on Twitter, but I would like it. So yeah, those are my thoughts. But the final is tomorrow. The final will decide who Croatia picks. It's probably going to be Baby Lasagna. But nonetheless, I do think there are some fantastic reserves here. If Baby Lasagna, for some reason, doesn't go. I don't know why. I really think Vinko could do well for Croatia. I really think Marcella could do well for Croatia. I do generally think Natalie could do pretty well as well. I think there's some decent reserves here. So it's not all, for me, just Baby Lasagna for Dora 2024. So yeah, those are my thoughts. But more importantly, what do you think? If you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Please support it. And just comment below. Let me know your thoughts. No doubt it'll be Baby Lasagna, Baby Lasagna, Baby Lasagna. But hey ho, I will read